begin. Happy Halloween, everybody. So, welcome to the Unagi Sayaka Watch, where we update on Unagi Sayaka since she went freelancing in October of 2022, appearing in various promotions all over Japan, such as Marvelous, Sendai's, Glee, Pro Wrestling Zero, and other independent promotions. Not to mention, recently she's been appearing here in the States, such as the Queen of Indies, West Coast Pro, Prestige Wrestling, and plenty other locations, and then soon outside of both Japan and the US, and of course, keeping tabs on what upcoming matches she'll be taking and other activities she's been involved in. I am your host, J Rod here. So if you are new to the channel, welcome. If you guys are not fans of Unagi Sayaka, then you guys should check her out. Go on YouTube, and we do a lot of cool things on this channel. Not only on the Unagi Sayaka Watch, we do also reviews of various wrestling promotions. We do discussion videos and so on. So if you like what you see, please click on that subscribe button. You'll be getting a lot of daily reviews. Of course, once in a while, we'll be doing the Unagi Sayaka Watch and other cool stuff on this channel. So, that being said, let's begin. Now, this is not an actual video where I'm going to be talking about her matches. However, I was planning already to do this video about 2 days ago, but due to some circumstances in my personal life that kind of prevent me from not doing this, I decided, why not? Let's get it out of the way right now before I forget. Now, for all you guys who know or do know, we're already in October of 2022. This is October 31st. We already passed the around time Unagi Sayaka went freelancing. Now, she posted out a video on her YouTube channel reflecting on her year of experience. Now, those who are new, if you guys don't know where I'm referring to, let me explain this. Let me give you guys a short cap of who Unagi Sayaka is. Unagi Sayaka is a Yoshi wrestler, or as we call it, a Japanese female wrestler, originally from Osaka. She debuted on January 4th of 2019, under the tutelage of Yuna Maneze, a well-respected Yoshi wrestler and trainer. She's been known to train wrestlers like Tam Nakano, Natsupoi, Sario Inouye, Mike Ozaki, and various other people. Unagi, on the other hand, she's one of those wrestlers that started out late. She was only 30 years old when she started wrestling. Of course, people would have assumed that she should have just given up. She appeared in DDT maybe once or twice, but later she'd been appearing during Tokyo Super Wrestling at a different gimmick. However, in 2020, about maybe in September or so, Unagi Sayaka made the decision to leave the promotion, and she debuted in Stardom in November of 2020, where she teams up with Tam Nakano and Mina to form the subunit known as Cosmic Angels. Of course, winning the artist belts, decided to break away from Stars and go on her own. Cosmic Angels have been declared as the best unit twice. Unagi, on the other hand, wasn't too much of a getting a lot of, how do I say, well recognized during that time in Stardom. She's been artist champion with Mina and Tam. She's been future champion. So what happened is, after the 5-star Grand Prix of 2022, Unagi made the biggest buzz. People were noticing that she was not participating in the press conferences involving, of course, New Blood, and then, of course, the Goddess Tag League. She later revealed that she was going freelancing, but she also indicated that she will not be leaving Cosmic Angels. Basically, she is still a member, but she hasn't appeared as a member since 2022 on two occasions. One with the showcase event, and of course, Dream Queendom in on December 29th of 2022. But Unagi has reflected since then. She mentioned on her YouTube video about her this past year, appearing in various promotions like Marvelous, Sandai, Gleed, um, being the only female involved in the Fire Festival, which is like their version of the G1 in Pro Wrestling 01, run by um, Shinutani Otani, Otani, I think if you guys remember. So yeah, so that kind of sets it in. She appeared in two Explosion matches, um, made a buzz in All Japan Pro Wrestling, not to mention have matches against Kyrie. So she reflected on all of that, this past year, which is a good thing. Um, However, she even decided to put out this, as you know. Oh yeah, not to mention she is the first inaugural Kitsune World Champion. If you guys remember, back on October 22nd, she participated in the first ever Kitsune Women's Wrestling show that took place in LA. She became the first ever champion. Many fans can often say that, oh, she deserved it a whole lot because um, she was never given the opportunity to go to the top, but now that she's a freelancer, she can do that now. Um, but anyway, Unagi talked about this, and I'm sure many of you may have noticed. I did mention her debut was on January 4th, 2019. However, we're only 2 months away. So today, right now, is October 31st. So what she's planning to do, as you know, she'll be heading to her 5th year anniversary. She wants to do a self-produced show, uh, which I think it's cool. But here's one thing that kind of got the venue where she said it. She wants to do the show in Cork and Hall. Now, I know some of you are thinking, can she do it? Well, let me give you guys my honest opinion. And when I hear wrestlers, they do self produced shows, normally I think they would do it either in Shinjuku Face or in Shinkiba. Recently, Waka did her produced show, Moondom, in the same venue where Women Pro Wrestling Diana do their shows, in Kawasaki. I would have assumed they would do that over there, but no. Unagi wants to do it in Korkenhall. Now, you may question why would Unagi wants to go in that direction. Simple. I can see a lot of ambitions in her, what she wants to do. To me, I've kind of now see she's the kind of person who goes out to say, go big or go home. Uh, First time I noticed it was when she, of course, put herself in a match against Kyrie at Future Dream 8, which is Kenta Kobashi's show. There were a lot of high expectations in that match, which were successful. And Unagi mentioned that she would like to do a Fortune Dream show with Kenta in Tokyo Dome, which is very ambitious of her to do. I don't know if Kenta Kobashi can pull it off, but I hope he could. So that's pretty cool of her that she wants to go big, go home. But personally, I would have assumed she would have want to do it in Shinjuku Face or um in Shinkiba. But I know she has a lot of big fans who would love to see her. So yeah. But the honest question you could ask, who would definitely book go appear in that show? I know for a fact she'll call her good friend Saki because, of course, Unagi has brought her up in her little shenanigans and possibly members of Colors. I wouldn't be surprised if you bring in members from the Marvelous show. Of course, Sendai's, Sayo Noi, Sari, so whoever. But yes. But I think the honest question we need to ask ourselves on this self-produced show she wants to put, can she pull it off? I don't know. But she does have the money to do it. I mean, she mentioned a whole load of money that she saved up this past year. And I was surprised that she actually saved up a lot of money just to have the show. So I could say she could pull that off. But however, we're only 2 months away, but it's the booking that kind of gets me off because but however, she did stated this. As you guys remember, I did stated that her debut the day of her debut was January 4th, 2019. However, she's not going to have this show on that particular day. And I'm going to prove, she never explained it why, but she said she's going to have it on January 7th. Now, if you guys are pro wrestling fans in general or just big fans of Japanese wrestling, you know perfectly well that January 4th is the day when they have Wrestle Kingdom. So, in a way, I wouldn't be surprised if Unagi decided to have it on the 7th due to the fact that this is Wrestle Kingdom, which is New Japan's version of Wrestle Kingdom, WrestleMania. I'm sure she doesn't want to be overshadowed over that. So I have to say it's a bold move to wait a couple of days. So I have to say smart move out of her. But the question is, can she get the venue for Cork and Hall to do her self-produced show? I'm not sure, but I hope she can. But can she book the wrestlers in time due to the fact that we're only 2 months away? That is something I don't know. So we will just see what happens until then. So if there's anything else, I'll be following very closely on her social media, see what happens until then. But for now, we'll just leave things like this. I will see you guys on the next episode. So I must bid all of you adieu. So goodbye. Mwah. And have a nice day. Bang.